Hey, right, it's Thursday. Life has been pretty crazy. Well, I moved, so it was a big thing. And, work's been kind of weird. There's like a million things going on all at the same time, and it just seems like I'm being pulled in a million directions. And a lot of times I just wish I had some help for some of the stuff, but it just seems like either there's no one around to help or something. The truth being that I rarely ask for help, so I often find myself in this predicament of being stretched too thin and having to figure it all out on my own. I don't know if I can relate to you, Nikki, properly, but I sympathize with sort of an emotional paralysis at times. Sometimes you just don't really want to. That being said, I always say yes to things or always decide to do things because I like doing them. I like getting involved. I like kind of working on stuff. I mean, this collab is one of these things that I probably shouldn't have agreed to do this, but I'm really glad I did because it gets me to talk a little bit. I'm starting to put my office together. You can see a little bit of it right now. I'll give you the grand tour later. It's starting to come together. I at least got my lighting out and other things kind of set up, so things are a little bit better. This past weekend we threw a little 80s party. We invited a bunch of people over and we watched a bunch of 80s movies. We ended up watching Heathers, which is a really fun, weird movie. If you've never seen Heathers, watch it. It's kind of cool. And it's bad, but it's cool. It's the original Mean Girls, with a little bit darker though, like a lot darker. So we watched that. We had a bunch of like nostalgic candy, like Pop Rocks. That was kind of fun. That happened recently, and that was cool. And we ended up going to this cool little candy store that's not very far from where I live. That has a lot of like nostalgic candy, like candy that's not really around much anymore. The owner talked to us a little bit, and she told us, how it's her family business, and she's been working, on it for a long time, and she takes a lot of pride in her little business, and I thought that was kind of cool. And every once in a while I think about something like that, like why can't I open just like a little shop, something simple like that? And don't get me wrong, I like what I do. I like all the professions that I've had, I like being a web developer, but I don't know, there's something kind of really awesome about the idea of just like a little store and you sell one particular type of thing, like a flower shop or a candy store, or muffins, something very, very niche, very simple. I finished making the intro thingies for me and 2 other people, and for the rest of you writers, if you want one, send me an email. Bye, Riots.